Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai, and welcome to Jagadambe Reads the Holy Books of India, Ramayana109. As you may remember, Rama thought of a deception so that the people wouldn't follow him into the forest. They'll think that I've gone back to Ayodhya and will follow the track of the wheels. Once they go back, they will not return. They'll be sorry that they've been deceived by me, but it cannot be helped. I have to resort to this for the sake of their welfare. It's not right that they should spend years on end in the forest, which they will surely do once they wake up. Hurry, Sumantra, and do the needful. In less than an hour, the chariot had come back with Sumantra. Rama and Lakshman with Sita seated themselves in the golden chariot, strictly in accordance with the rules to be followed when a long journey is undertaken. Rama turned his face toward the north before getting into the chariot. They began their journey to the forest. 20. The journey. They traveled fast, and every moment was taking Rama farther and farther away from his beloved Kaushal. They spent the night on the way and resumed the journey next morning, even as the east was lightening with the coming of dawn. They had passed several villages and cities by now. In the morning, Rama saw that they had reached the southern outskirts of the land of Kaushal. Rama stood silently looking at the land spread out before him, the fields with the plows still lonely in the morning light, the flowers which had just opened their eyes to a new day, the music made by the birds in the gardens. People had begun to walk out of their huts and homes, and Rama, with the others, hid themselves behind some trees, lest they should be seen by someone. The men were talking of him and of the injustice done to him by the king and Keiki. He did not want to hear any more, and quickly he got into the chariot and proceeded fast toward the south. They reached the river named Vedashruti. The river was famed for its cool, sweet water. They crossed the river and went on their journey. After a long while, they reached the banks of the river Gomati. Cows were grazing on either bank of the river, which was coursing fast toward the ocean. They crossed Gomati also, and another river, Syandika, lay across their path. All the way, Rama was describing to Sita the different countries they were passing, and also their histories, about how Manu, in ancient times, had made a gift of the land to his son Ikshvaku, their famed ancestor. Rama was overcome with sorrow when he reached the banks of the Syandika. He said, Sumantra, I wonder when I'll be able to hunt once more in the forests on the banks of my beloved Sarayu. When will I be reunited with my father and my mother? He paused for a moment, then continued, hunting in the forest has been sanctioned even by Rajarshis. It is a pastime allowed to kings, but it must not harm innocent animals. Hunting on the banks of the river Sarayu was very dear to me. Rama then spoke about many things, showing them the peculiarities of some of the countries and telling them about the background of these. And thus time passed for them while they pursued the long journey to the forest. They had reached the limits of the kingdom of Kaushal. Rama stood with folded palms facing Ayodhya and said, My beloved Ayodhya, I take leave of you and of the gods who guard you day and night. When I have discharged my duty to the king, my father, when I conclude my stay in the forest, I will come back to you and live happily with my father and mother. He raised his hands toward the heavens, and with his eyes filled with tears, he addressed the citizens and said, I know how much you all love me. Permit me to go so that I will earn wealth, the only wealth which should be gained, wealth which goes by the name of Dharma. Permit me to go, I will soon come back to you. For a while no one spoke, and the only noise which could be heard was the roar of the chariot as it rushed fast across the land of Kaushal. Soon they had left Kaushal far behind, the land which was the heritage of the descendants of Manu. Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you for coming. I hope you come again.